Now, in a previous video, we talked about this ich, ate, us, ite family and mentioned that there are some compounds that have an extended family. Of particular interest in most intro classes are chloric acid and its two companions, which are also halogen-centered atoms, bromic and iodic acids. All three of those have extended families. So let's take a look at chloric acid as an example. We know ich acids give 8 anions. Drop the 1H, so we add a -1 charge and change the name to chlorate. Ich acids go to 8 anions. We know that the acid that has one less oxygen is the us version, so this would be CHLOROUS, and chlorous acids give anions with ite endings, ClO2, and this is chlorite. The extended family. There is a version that has one more oxygen than the ich version. There is a HClO4 version for this one, and we need to give it a name. And you can also see that there is a HClO2 version, and there happens to be a version that only has one oxygen. So here's an extended family. We have a 4, 3, a 2, and a 1 version on each of those. We need to give these two new species a name. And it's going to be very simple to name. We might know that hyper, the word or the prefix hyper, means above. We're going to just use the per part of that. That's a good memory device. So this is going to be called perchloric. So you can think of this as being the version of chloric acid that is just above the chloric. What is the anion? ClO-1 because you only use, and guess what? The same rule applies. So this is going to be, change the ich to 8. This is just going to be called perchlorate ion. Likewise, looking below at the very bottom one now we have something that is not above the ich, but it's below the us. And we have a prefix that normally means below, and that is hypo. Like hypoglycemic, you don't have enough blood sugar, right? So this is going to be hypochlorous. And the anion, of course, is going to be ClO-, and it's going to be the same rule, just change the us to ite, so this is going to be hypochlorite. And there is your extended family. Now, as a sneak preview of what's coming up with a type 2 name, we know this is an ion. It's not a charged neutral compound, it has a -1. But what if we make it a charged neutral compound by placing it with a cation so that it is now a charged neutral molecule? How would we name that? Using the same rules you already know. You name the two pieces. This is sodium, the first one, and the second one is hypochlorite. There, you just named a very complicated molecule. Oh, by the way, look on the bottom of your Clorox brand, and what you're going to see is something that says something like 5% sodium hypochlorite. In other words, you just named Clorox. But warning, you can't name quadrant 2 compounds until you know what anions are derived from the quadrant 3 acids. But more on that in the next video.